conference itself, I think, is an amazing success. We hope that Azerbaijan will continue to do a good job branding itself as the leader that it is in terms of real interfaith leadership, not just talk, but when we come here, we all feel at home, and we know that this is primarily through your leadership personally, I think inspired also by your late father.
Söhbət zamanı Ermənistan-Azərbaycan Dağlıq Qarabağ münaqişəsinə də toxunuldu. Prezident İlham Əliyev Azərbaycan torpaqlarının 20%-nin Ermənistan tərəfindən işğal edildiyini, soydaşlarımızın öz doğma torpaqlarından qovulduğunu bildirdi.
Expelled all Azerbaijanis, and after that they organized so-called referendum, which was illegal, and nobody recognized it. Since that time, several times they organized so-called referenda, but governments of United States, France and Russia, co-chairs of the Minsk group, publicly denounced it. They destroyed our mosques, but we restored Armenian church. So this is also indicator of our attitude to religious monuments and their attitude. Azerbaijan is a multi-confessional country and multi-ethnic country. Armenia is a mono-ethnic country. All the representatives of other ethnic groups have been expelled. I heard there is a so-called leader of the Jewish community in Armenia, but the name was something like Karapetyan or Varapetyan, something like that. There's no Jews there, there's no Azerbaijanis there.
But there is anti-Semitism there.
Yes, of course, there's anti-Semitism there, and I don't know whether you know it or not. But during the CIS summit in Ashgabat this October, where the leaders of former Soviet republics met, one of the topic was celebration of the 75th anniversary of the victory in the Second World War. And I, taking the floor, said that Azerbaijan and other members of CIS, they have common position of denouncements of fascism and speaking about heroization of Nazis. And I said, unfortunately, in our area, in CIS, there is a country which glorifies the fascists. And I brought the name of the fascist servant, Garagin Arutunian, yes, whom Armenian government erased the monument of the 6 meters. And this was a person who said, during the fascist Germany time, during the war, who dies for Germany, dies for Armenia. And this person was involved in killing different nationalities, including Jews and other people. In Bulgaria, he created a conspiracy network, and spying network was created. So he was arrested and sentenced to a long imprisonment and died in a prison in Vladimir city. I call on new government of Armenia to dismantle it, because it was a previous government who erased it.
Right.
New government positions itself as a democratic, so show it, dismantle it. I did not attack him, on the contrary, I attacked his predecessors, whom he overthrew in so-called revolution. And he said, Solzhenitsyn also was in prison, and many other Soviet dissidents were in Vladimir prison. So he was actually saying that the fascist murderer is the same like Solzhenitsyn. So the most stupid statement was difficult to imagine. Therefore, of course, we need to say things how they are. We know that there is Armenian lobby in America, in Russia, in France, in all the countries co-chairs of the Minsk group. But there is a truth. And on the eve of the 75th anniversary of the victory, how can we tolerate that they have this monument in the center of Yerevan? They try to build monuments now in, I heard in the press, in Bulgaria. They built one in the Russian city of Armavir. And one very brave person, he came and he put a black color on that. and now Armenian diaspora is attacking him. So they are defending fascists. Therefore, of course, we hope that the Jewish communities in the world will join our voice and to force the new Armenian government to break this monument.
Especially, as we know, in January, at the end of January, we'll have perhaps the last major gathering at Auschwitz, the anniversary of that, and correctly, most of the leadership of the former Soviet Union, they're proud that a bitter price to pay, but they were primarily responsible for the defeat of Hitler and his associates. This would be also an appropriate time to try to make sure that Armenia doesn't join the ranks of other nations, unfortunately in Europe, who are rewriting their history and putting up their monuments to collaborators with the Nazi mass murderers.
Exactly, we must join our efforts. I mean, politicians, public figures, religious leaders, NGOs, media. On the eve of the 75th anniversary of the victory, we must speak in one voice, because it's a big danger. It's not only misinterpretation of the history, it is a preparing grounds for future discrimination.